Hi, this is Sergio, your net-based quiz social media analyst, bringing you insights from our latest ebook, In the Age of Coronavirus and How Brands Manage a Social Crisis. Visit netbase.com/coronavirus2020 to see the full detail. When it comes to a pandemic like COVID-19, brands are being bombarded by panicked customers. This ebook highlights how brands should respond proactively and consistently to come out ahead. So what constitutes a crisis? Basically, it's anything that casts your brand in a negative light. The good news is social media analytics works as a solution. Just ask Nike. This report shares how Nike faced a significant crisis when star basketball player Zion Williamson was injured when his sneaker fell apart. Nike was smart enough to quickly invest in fixing the problem by creating custom shoes for Williamson. A robust and comprehensive social analytics strategy can alert you of sudden changes in brand mentions or sentiment, as it most certainly did here. This guide also shares the anatomy of the coronavirus crisis and how social listening can analyze the rise of this pandemic from its first mention to where we are today. It's critical to capture shifts before things snowball. With social analytics, you'll see how conversations typically look from week to week. Paralleling that to COVID-19, savvy brands have jumped into handling issues immediately, even internally. Lyft is alerting drivers when hand sanitizer bottles are available at company hubs and service centers. Combining your proactive baseline intel with sentiment analysis allows you to understand the emotions driving your target audience. In the financial services sector, for example, brands can create dashboards to track what is happening, along with trending conversations to have an immediate snapshot of how normal looks. And they can set alerts around shifts to get ahead of them. This guide shares several use cases around how strategic brands have performed during this pandemic. Uber Eats knew that taking one for the team and lowering prices would make a huge difference in the long run. They also read the room and added social distancing drop-off and free meals for healthcare workers and first responders. JetBlue was another early adopter. They announced via Twitter that it would waive all change and cancellation fees made during this pandemic. This guide also shares why it's important to identify top influencers who will add to the credibility of your brand. To identify voices speaking out for or against relevant topics. Having a person help spread your brand's commitment to helping humanity is far more effective than a press release. Crisis prediction isn't an exact science, but competitive analysis and a bit of imagination can take you far. Social monitoring, when applied regularly, lets you put out fires at the first whiff of smoke. To learn more, download In the Age of Coronavirus, How Brands Manage a Social Crisis. Visit netbase.com/coronavirus2020 to see the full details. Stay tuned for more great video content. Hit the red subscribe button on the NetBase Quid YouTube page.